Hello, people. This is your good friend Chad Marco here with another. Well, actually, this is a new series for the channel called No Singles Allowed. Clever name, huh? This particular show is just gonna be me. I'm going to go out because every now and then I like to just kind of crawl out of my room and go outside and get some fresh air. I like to go to the movies, but of course I don't have many friends, definitely don't have a girlfriend, so I go to the movies by myself sometimes just to have like a little comfy sit down and watch a movie or something. So I decided to make a new series where I'm just going to review whatever movie I happen to go see when I go to the theater. That's why it's called No Singles Allowed, because it's just me going to the movie theater and watching some Kino. For the very first episode, I gotta be honest, I got memed into watching Blade Runner 2, Blade Runner 2049. Because of just seeing all those pictures of Ryan Gosling looking like the purple, like the pink light on his face. His face is all beat up and he just looks all robotic and shit. So yeah, this first episode of No Singles Allowed is going to be just a quick review of Blade Runner 2049. But man, I gotta start off by saying when I went to the movies, there was this super fucking cute girl there. Like, you know how you go in and you gotta buy the ticket? Oh my god, there was like the cutest little brown girl in there. Like, oh, my heart just skipped a beat. She was, yeah. And also, I had no idea there's a fucking Initial D racing game on the side inside of the movie theater. I had to check that out. I had to play that for a round. I think I'm gonna do that every time I go there from now on. I had no idea it was in there, but that's so fucking cool. But yeah, all right, to the review. All right, so basically, I was on R9K like I usually am, and I just kept seeing like these pictures of Ryan Gosling with the beat up face, and people were talking about like, oh, Ryan Gosling, he's one of us, waifu this, waifu that. Women would never understand this scene. And I was like, what is this? And I haven't been to the movies in a while, so I was like, okay, I gotta check this out. This shit looks like some fucking Kino. This looks like looks like a robot film. So I gotta go check it out. So I went to go see it, and I gotta say I was a bit disappointed. I feel like I got memed, but let's start from the beginning here. Okay, so as you know, this is a sequel to the classic Blade Runner film starring Harrison Ford, where a Blade Runner is basically someone who hunts down replicants, which are like android, cyborg, robot type humanoid things that have gone rogue and need to be shut down by the man. But this is the sequel, and I correct me if I'm wrong, but Ryan Gosling in this movie, he's not a human. I think he's a replicant too. He's like a replicant that hunts other replicants, which, you gotta think that really makes more sense than like a regular guy fighting fucking superhuman robots and getting his ass beat. I mean, the very first fight in the movie is fucking the main character, Ryan Gosling, fighting fucking Batista. I mean, that's just, and oh man, it was a pretty good fight too. But yeah, it's kind of the same shit, hunting down replicants. But I don't want to spoil it too much, but I gotta detail it a little bit. I gotta give a few details. And as I remember, the core of the plot was basically that Ryan Gosling's character Kay, or Joe, had discovered along with his organization, that a replicant had managed to give birth, which is totally unheard of. I mean, how the fuck can a robot how can a robot reproduce? That's impossible. So they're taking shit to a whole nother level. And so the whole movie is basically about him trying to figure out the secret behind this replicant giving birth. And immediately, one of the things like in the beginning, I was really engaged. Like it starts off with this badass fight, but then it kind of just it really slows down, and that's not a bad thing, because I understand it's not the kind of movie that's just gonna be action packed. But even just some of the dialogue scenes, and I don't know, I found myself kind of just zoning out in the oh yeah, and by the way, I was like the only guy in the theater. I was the one guy. Like, I was so relaxed, I could like kick back and do whatever the fuck I wanted to. I'm in there fucking burping and shit. Oh man. But yeah, some of the scenes were just kind of dull, like, honestly. One of the main reasons I wanted to check it out was for the fucking waifu shit, though. That Joi jack off instruction. That's what I really wanted to see. And you kind of see their interactions like early in the film, and it's kind of cute. It's like, oh, I mean, God, I would love to have a fucking hologram waifu of like an anime bitch, and just hyper realistic or something, and just cooking and doing all this other shit. Oh man, I would love that. But just found some of the scenes to be kind of dull, and the scenery wasn't as good as like the original. Like, just some of the areas, just I wasn't really feeling the look of some of the places he was going to. It didn't seem very cyberpunkish, you know. Oh yeah, and of course Harrison Ford is in the film, the OG from the original Blade Runner. He and Ryan Gosling get into a bit of a scuffle before making up with each other and deciding to team up. But yeah, that's basically the gist of the film without spoiling it too much. I mean, there's definitely some good parts to it. Like, I love the way they handled the action scenes. Because K is a replicant, so when he start busting on motherfuckers, he start fucking busting. I mean, he's so efficient. Like, he just pop pop pop, pop. Like, oh man, there was one part where he was in the car, not like knocked out, and he was surrounded by people. I thought it was over. He got out that fucking car and just started busting, like, perfect aim, accuracy 100%. It was beautiful. I was like, damn, like, little scenes like that, I really enjoyed. But the whole like replicant mystery, robots I wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I feel like they could have handled that better. I just wasn't feeling it. I mean, it's interesting, but I just found the overall plot kind of dull. And also, as we all know, like, the final battle in Blade Runner, the original one, just a classic scene in cinema. I mean, it's unforgettable. Like, you just see it, like the fucking guy in the rain and the little blue shading over. It's and this film just doesn't have that. Like, well, it does have like a kind of a classic. Like, I can already tell that fucking moment where Ryan Gosling, like, Kay's just looking at well, I don't want to spoil it, but he's looking at like a hologram. You know the scene. Like, I think that's probably gonna be the most memorable scene from the whole movie. But that's kind of sad when you compare it to the most memorable. Oh God, my mouth is all like buttered up right now. But yeah, that's kind of sad when you compare it to the most memorable scene from the original. Yeah, so the ending, just weak. The ending was kind of weak. Some of the some of the middle parts were kind of weak, but I will say this: it's a very comfy film. Like it's the kind of movie I could just kind of play in the background or go to sleep to. And yeah, that's about it, man. As far as this movie, I would not recommend you go pay money to see it. Um, but if you're into like waifu shit, check it out because the interactions between Kay and his little hologram girlfriend are they're pretty cute, and maybe it's like a sneak peek into what we're gonna experience in the future when we get waifus of our own, like super waifus. But yeah, that's it for my first review. No singles allowed, episode 1. So please, people, just let me know if there's any film, any new movie that's gonna be out in theaters that you want me to go out and watch and review, and I would do that for you guys because, as you know, I love and appreciate all of you. But yeah, don't pay, don't pay a fucking dime to see this shit. Watch it online and enjoy the waifu shit. I'll see you guys later. Marco out.